So today we are going to study kinematics of circular motion. Very, very important topic, guys, but extremely easy. Don't worry. I'll try to make it very, very simple. Thank you, Pranav. No issues. So शुरू करते हैं. So the name of the topic is what? Kinematics of circular motion. So why am I writing this kinematics of circular motion? Because we are studying the kinematic part only, right? We are studying the kinematic parameters only, velocity, displacement, acceleration, and all those things. We are not worried about the cause of motion. Right now, we are worried about the effects. We are worried about what are the parameters that will change if you change the other one. Okay? So, kinematics of circular motion. And we are studying this under the heading motion in 2D. Why we are studying this under heading motion in 2D? Because a circular motion is nothing but motion in a plane. Okay? Shreya Patil, what happened, bacha? Don't you know? Are you new, Shreya Patil? Is this your first class? Notes for this will also be uploaded in motion in 2D only. Okay? Notes are being uploaded on the Google Drive, bacha. Okay? No, Kirtan, that is different. That is dynamics of circular motion, dynamics of rotational motion. Okay? The rotational dynamics is considered as the difficult difficult topic, because to solve numericals, to analyze rotational dynamics, you need to know everything before that. You need to know the vectors. You need to know the motion in 1D concept, motion in 2D concepts. You need to know all the kinematics parameter. You need to know all the dynamics parameter. Force, how does it occur? What is the direction? Everything you have to know. So in dynamic rotational dynamics, you have to apply all the mechanics concept which you have studied. Okay, so multiple concepts hota hai. Yes, Tanmay. And that is why that chapter, that topic has been considered tough. But don't worry, you will never feel that chapter is tough. Okay. So जो भी आपका topic है ना, based on your preparation, if you're preparing for JEE Main, if you're preparing for NEET, then you'll never consider that chapter stuff. Believe me. Yeah. If you're preparing for JEE Advanced, you have to increase the level. There you can find a few of them are tough. But till JEE Main, the rotational dynamics is not tough at all. Believe me, guys. When you'll solve some numericals, you'll get to know it's nothing but the same. But one thing that you have to remember, that you need to recall, you should be able to remember the basic concepts of mechanics. If you miss out the basic concepts, rotational dynamics will act as a ghost for you, will act as a haunting material for you. Okay, na? So yeah, you should not have an opinion after a chapter. Yeah, correct. Before reading it, that is true, Vineet. But there are few things that that are there with the help of experience. Few of us have experienced that. But because see, if you ask me honestly, when I haven't studied this particular chapter, I also get to know that this is the toughest chapter of this PU1. If I understand that, everything can be understood. But when I have studied this and when I have solved the numericals conceptually, I thought it is very, very interesting and it's not tough at all. Okay. Actually, rotational dynamics let you revise all the other part, all the other things which you have studied already. Okay. So in 7th chapter, you will revise all the things till 6th. Okay. तो इस तरीके का काम है. Don't worry, टेंशन मत लो. डर लोगे ना तो डरोगे तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. Right now in Corona, everybody is saying जो डर गया वो जी गया. But उसमें डरना क्या नहीं, ठीक है, वो उसमें डरने का नहीं, जो डर गया वो मर गया उस टाइम पे. चलो तो भाषण बहुत हो गया. Let us start this kinematics of circular motion. Tell me, guys, what are the kinematic parameters that we need to study in kinematics? कौन से parameters we have to study? Tell me, guys. What are the kinematics parameters we should study? What are the kinematics parameters you know about? Tell me. कौन सा kinematics parameter आप पढ़ते हो? बताओ चलो. कीर्तन पढ़ा दूंगा कभी. Don't worry, no issues. Tough नहीं, बहुत ही आसान है बच्चा. I have not completed motion today. Don't worry. Relative velocity. Okay, that is one of them. See, start with the initial one. Now, first, you should know what is position, isn't it, guys? पहले क्या पढ़ते हो बच्चा? Position. Then change in position. So then displacement, and then rate of change in position. So velocity or speed. Then you study the rate of change in velocity itself. So acceleration. So how the order is? Position, displacement, velocity, and acceleration. So we should follow the same approach. We should follow the same order so that we can understand the kinematics parameter in a better way. All right, चलिए तो शुरू करते हैं पहला part. So position, as we know that particle will rotate or will move in this circular path. So if a particle is moving in a circular path, we call that the motion is what? Circular motion. Or the path of the particle is what? Circular. So we call this as a circular motion. The particle can rotate with variable angular speed, constant angular speed, and also. Okay? So first let us start with angular position. ठीक है, क्या पढ़ेंगे बच्चा? Angular position. The first kinematic parameter that you need to study here is what? Angular position. So what is angular position? Angular position is nothing but position of or you can say that angle made by position vector with a reference line. ठीक है, how do you explain linear position बच्चा? So if I ask you the linear position or the magnitude of linear position, you will tell the distance of or the length of the position vector from the reference point. But here what I'm saying that if you want to explain the angular position of a particle, consider at any time t, particle is present at this point on this circular path. Okay? And if this is the reference point here, O is the reference point, origin is the reference point. So from the reference point O, tell me what is the position vector, bachalo? So position vector will be this, OP. If this is P, so I'll say OP is the position vector. If I ask you what is the angular position of this point P, because it is easier to explain the position of the particle using some angle or using angular position in circular motion. Okay, I'll let you how it is easier. So bachcha log, what is the angular position? Angle made by the position vector. So OP is the position vector. So what is the angle made by this position vector with the reference line? Now, which is your reference line? It varies. Sometimes you can consider this is your reference line. Sometimes you can consider this is the reference line. Or you can consider any other reference line. Okay? So here I'm considering reference line as the horizontal one. So with this horizontal line, what is the angle made by the position vector? That is called as the angular position. This is called as the angular position. So this is theta. All right, guys. Now tell me, guys, angular position will be a vector quantity or a scalar quantity? Bolo chalo. Angular position will be a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? Guys, can you hear me? I'm not getting any response from you guys. Guys, tell me, angular position will be a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? Guys, I'm going to make a small statement here and I'm going to give you a small assignment for you also. I'm writing a note here. Please look at the note. I'm saying that small angular position, ठीक है, मतलब small angle d theta, that is d theta is a vector quantity, However, finite or large angular position theta is a scalar quantity. Guys, I have written a note here. I need you guys to verify it and come tomorrow with an answer. Why do we consider small angular position as a vector quantity and a large angular position as a scalar quantity? I'm not going to answer this. I have already taught the vectors to you. So it's an assignment for you. So when you're coming tomorrow, please come with an answer. Search the reason behind it and let me know the answer. For the time being, just consider that if I'm considering small angular position theta, so that will be called as a vector quantity. Okay? So this angle will be called as vector quantity if this angle is small. And if it is very large, if it is a large number, a large value, then it will be considered as scalar quantity. So what is the reason behind that? You have to figure it out. Okay? So tomorrow I'll give you the reason behind that. But before, I'll ask you also, what is the reason? What are the possible reasons that you consider, you find that this might be the reason behind this statement? Okay? Large value like 60 degree, 180 degree, 240 degree, like that. Okay, Pranav? All right. So yeah, and one more thing, positive and negative. Which one of them will be considered as positive? Which one of them will be considered as negative? Yes, Kirtan, you have got the answer actually. So kaise positive negative chalo? So you know the convention for angle. If the angular position is what in anti-clockwise sense from the reference line, then you will consider that position as positive. ठीक है? तो इसको मैं positive बोलूंगा. If you are denoting, if you are giving an angle by following a clockwise sense, so this will be what? Negative angle. So these are the things that you already know about the angle. So you have to follow that part. All right, guys. Acha. Let us consider the radius of this circular path that is followed by this particle is R, capital R. All right. Now I'm going to ask you, tell me, what is the angular velocity? Bolo bachcha log. How will you define angular velocity or angular displacement? Angular displacement. क्या बोलोगे चलो? तो angular displacement will be nothing but change in angular position. That's it, simple. So change in angular position. All right, guys. Acha. But most of the time you'll find that angular displacement is given to you in terms of theta only. Angular position is given to you in terms of theta only. Why is that so, guys? Why do you get the angular displacement as theta only? Or as we have studied in linear motion, that we know that position, change of position is linear displacement. But most of the time displacement is given to us as x only. Why not delta x? Why most of the time the displacement is given to us as x only? Why not delta x? क्या reason है बच्चा लोग उसके पीछे? Because most of the time we consider x is equal to 0 as the initial position, and final position has been considered as x. So displacement will be x minus 0. So we consider displacement as x only. Similarly, if I ask you, if I tell you that particle was present here initially, and now particle is present here, tell me what is the angular displacement here, guys? Bolo bachcha log. If this is the initial position, this is the final position. Tell me what is the angular displacement here. You will write, you will give the answer as theta only, right? So final angular position is theta. Initial angular position is 0. So theta minus 0. That is why we consider angular displacement as theta most of the time, considering that particle was at theta is equal to 0 at a time t is equal to 0. So don't get confused if you are being given theta as the angular position also, or in some of the question angular displacement as theta also. There is a proper reason behind that. All right, guys. So I hope you have understood this. Let us solve a simple example. ठीक है, एक छोटा सा example पूछता हूं मैं आपसे. Consider this is the reference line. Guys, please let me know if you have any doubt. All right, please don't hesitate. Let me know if you have any doubt, any kind of doubt, whether it is bada sa, chota sa, it doesn't matter. Let us say this is the reference line. All right, it doesn't matter however, but मान लो. Consider the particle was present here. This is time t1. All right. This is at t2. A particle has moved here. And this is the time at t3. All right. And this is the time. This is the position, angular position. Yo. Why am I not able to draw a straight line? Bhang ka asar ho raha hai kya? So this is at t4. Let me denote some angles. So this angle is 60 degrees. All right, or pi by 3. and this is 90 degree. You need to find angular displacement. Angular displacement. पहला कहां 0 से लेके T1, then T1 to T2, then T3 to T4. Tell me the answer, guys. What is the angular displacement occurred between time interval 0 to T1? Tell me, guys, what is the answer? Follow, chalo, what is the answer? Guys, whenever you will be asked to find the angular displacement, don't give the angular displacement in terms of degree. Don't do that. SI unit of angular displacement will be what? Radian. So please always try to give the answer in terms of radian. Okay? 0 to T1. 0 to T1. What is the angular displacement? So pi by 3 minus 0. Now tell me, guys, what is T1 to T2? What is the angular displacement during time T1 to T2? So final angular position क्या है बच्चा लोग? Pi by 2. What is the initial, like the angular position at T2 is pi by 2. Angular position at T1 is pi by 3. So pi by 2 minus pi by 3. What is the answer? Pi by 6. All right. Achha. T3 to T4. What is the angular displacement? Tell me, guys. However, I can say simply pi by 2 here. But if you ask me to get the proper answer, what will be the answer? What is the angular position of particle at T4? 180 pi 3 pi by 2 plus ये कितना angle है? Tell me, guys. Can I say if this is pi by 3, this will be pi by 3? So this will be pi by 6. See, देखो. If this is pi by 3, this will also be pi by 3. All right. If this is pi by 3, I will say this will be pi by 6. So this will be pi by 3. So 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 3. Minus. What is the initial position? What is the position at T3? So this is pi plus pi by 3. You should get exactly the same answer. So answer will be pi by 2. However, it was very, very easy. The angle between these two position vector. Angle between the final position vector and the initial position vector is nothing but the angular displacement also. All right, guys. समझ में आया सबको? So you can also write this as angle between final position vector and initial position vector. That can also be considered as the angular displacement. Guys, click yes if you have understood till this point. Let me know if you have any doubt till angular displacement. अगर कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज बता दो, अदरवाइज क्लिक यस. प्लीज बच्चों लोग जल्दी से बता दो. अच्छा, what will be the angular displacement when the particle will complete one complete rotation? Tell me, guys. What will be the angular displacement of the particle when the particle will complete one rotation? 0 or 2 pi? 0 or 2 pi. 2 pi angular displacement is nothing but equivalent to 0 angular displacement. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? तो they are what? Equivalent. You cannot say सर वो अलग हो गया वो अलग हो गया. समझ में एक ही आना चाहिए आपको. क्लियर हो जाएगा. अच्छा. As we have defined displacement and distance separately, can we also define here angular displacement and angular distance? Guys, tell me, can we do that? कर सकते हैं ना? उसी तरीके से angular displacement and angular distance we can define. No issues. अच्छा, चलिए तो आगे बात करते हैं हम लोग अभी. Now let us define angular velocity. Angular velocity. Tell me, guys, what is angular velocity? Vineet is asking, sir, what is angular displacement in the circle from 0 to T3? Guys, please answer. What is the angular displacement from 0 to T3? Vineet has asked a question, guys. Please help him out. Tell me what will be the angular displacement from 0 to T3. No, Pranav, that is completely wrong. Time t is equal to 0, ये condition था. It is not mentioned, but it was considered this. At t is equal to 0, particle is here. 0 to T3. Tell me, guys. So this is pi. This is what? Pi. Plus pi by 3. So 4 pi by 3 minus 0. It's 4 pi by 3. So answer is 4 pi by 3. All right? Very good. Yeah, so now let us discuss about angular velocity. Bolo bachalo, what is angular velocity? So we'll say rate of change of angular position. Rate of change of angular position. So as this angular velocity depends on time, so kya karenge bachcha log? Here we have to define two types of angular velocity. One of them is nothing but average angular velocity. Kya bachcha log? Average angular velocity. Tell me, guys, what is the formula? What is the definition of average velocity? Simple average linear velocity. What was the formula? Delta R by delta T, right? Displacement by time, correct? Similarly, average angular velocity will be defined as theta 2 minus theta 1, theta 2 minus theta 1 divided by T2 minus T1. We denote this velocity with omega, with the letter omega. We represent angular velocity with omega. So if I ask you what is the average angular velocity will be defined as delta theta divided by delta t. As we have defined average linear velocity as delta r by delta t, similarly we define average angular velocity as delta theta divided by delta t. Now, if I ask you that, tell me what is the instantaneous angular velocity, tell me what will be the answer. Tell me, guys, what will be the answer? Instantaneous angular velocity. How will you get the answer? So we will write omega will be equal to, here now I'm talking about instantaneous, so delta t will tend to 0. So we can write this will be equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t. And delta theta by delta t, where delta t tends to 0 is nothing but d theta divided by dt. All right, guys. Shreya, which part, bacha? Angular velocity. Shreya is asking, sir, can you please repeat angular velocity again? Angular velocity is nothing but rate of change of angular position. We denote this angular velocity by omega. So since this is the rate of change, that means this depends on the time. So we need to explain angular velocity using two methodologies. One of them is average angular velocity. Other one is instantaneous angular velocity. What is average angular velocity? It is defined as change in position is the displacement divided by the time taken. So rate of change of angular position. So change of angular position is theta 2 minus theta 1. And the time taken to do is T2 minus T1. So rate of change is theta 2 minus theta 1 divided by T2 minus T1. So I can write this as delta theta. I can write this as delta T. So average angular velocity can be defined as delta theta by delta T. Achha. What about instantaneous angular velocity? So we know that instant means the time interval is approximately 0. At an instant means the time interval is approximately 0. So we can consider that delta T will tend to 0. So to get this part or to understand this, we have an operation named as limit. Okay? So we limit the value of delta T tends to 0 and then we find out what is the ratio. Okay? So limit delta T tends to 0, delta theta by delta T is nothing but d theta by dt. We have already studied this in mathematical tools. Janak sir must have taught you limit and basic differentiation. So when you are having limit delta T tends to 0, delta theta by delta T, you can write directly this as d theta by dt. So you can write omega as d theta by dt. Guys, I have a question for you. Tell me what did I miss here? Did I teach you all the parts here, guys, or did I miss something? Bolo bachalo, did I teach you all the parts or did I miss something till this point? Guys, we have talked about velocity, we have talked about angular displacement, but we didn't talk about the direction of angular velocity. We didn't talk about direction of angular displacement. Tell me guys, how we should explain, or what is the direction of angular velocity and angular displacement? Bolo bachcha log. Direction of angular displacement and angular velocity. ध्यान से देखना बच्चों, this is very very simple. Consider the particle is moving in this circular path, all right? So it is moving in this circular path like this, about this center, all right? And let us say the angular velocity is omega here, like this. So particle is moving like this. So particle is moving in. If particle is placed here, and now particle has been come to this point, this is T1, this is T2. Let me call this as, or let me consider chota sa angle, all right? So let me consider this is the position at T, and this is the position at T plus dt. So this is at T, and this is at T plus dt. So in small time, there has been displacement. So this will be considered as d theta, the change in position. So d theta, that is the displacement. So tell me guys, what is the direction of d theta? So to get the direction of d theta, or direction of angular displacement, we use a right hand thumb rule. क्या यूज करते हैं बच्चा लोग? Right hand thumb rule. What is right hand thumb rule, guys? No. Acha, guys, few of us used to tell the direction as clockwise and anti-clockwise. Guys, tell me, is clockwise or anti-clockwise is a direction or something else? Can we consider clockwise and anti-clockwise as a direction? Can we consider them as direction, guys? Tell me yes or no. Or write something in the chat. Can we consider clockwise and anti-clockwise as a direction? Answer is no. Answer is no. They are not the direction. They will give you the sense of direction. They are the senses. They are not actually direction. If I'm asking you what is the direction, means so point karoge na udhar, right? So they don't actually specify the actual direction, but they give you the sense. So that is why they have been considered as the sense of direction. If you know this sense, you can get the actual direction. That is what it means. All right. So how will you find the direction of angular displacement then? We can say that we have to use right hand thumb rule. Now what is right hand thumb rule? How do we need to use that? So iska uses kya bachcha log? So curl your right hand fingers. Kya karna bachcha log? Curl your right hand fingers. Along the direction of motion. Along the direction of motion. Thumb will give you the direction of angular displacement and angular velocity. Guys, why did I use the same method to find the direction for angular displacement and angular velocity? Guys, can you give me a reason behind that? Why did I use the same method or same thing to find out the direction of angular velocity and angular displacement? Guys, tell me, will there be any case where direction of displacement and direction of velocity will be different? Can you imagine a case where direction of displacement and direction of velocity is different? Tell me guys, can you imagine such condition? But look, direction of velocity is nothing but direction of motion, and direction of motion is nothing but direction of displacement also. So direction in which the particle is being displaced is the direction of motion. All right. So both of them will have the same direction. It can never be like this, that the direction of angular velocity and direction of angular displacement is different. It cannot have that kind of condition. All right. So that is why to find the direction of angular displacement or angular velocity, you have to follow the same method. And what is that method? Curl your right hand fingers along the direction of motion, and then the thumb will give you the direction of angular displacement and angular velocity. Tell me guys here, what is the direction of angular displacement? Tell me guys. बोलो बच्चे लोग, जल्दी से बोलो. Outward. Are you sure, bachcha log? See, what is the direction of rotation? What is the sense of rotation? So the particle is rotating like this. So curl your right hand fingers in this direction. Curl karenge bachcha log. So curl your right hand fingers in this direction. Thumb is coming out, hai na? It's coming outward. So normally outward. So in this case, what is the direction? In this case, direction is normally outward. Normally outward. It's not upward. Upward to ye hua na bachcha. Yeah, but you can say vertically upward, aapki taraf. It's coming towards the observer. The direction is what? Normally towards the observer, coming towards the observer, or outward, out of the plane. Direction is what? Out of the plane. If a particle is rotating in this circle and the direction of rotation is this one, omega is like this. Tell me what is the direction of omega here? Bolo bachcha log. What is the direction of omega here? So direction of omega is nothing but into the plane. Guys, if I'm writing this, a cross encircled, iska meaning kya hai bachcha log? Into the plane. If I'm writing a dot encircled, what is the meaning of this? It is nothing but out of the plane. These are some symbols, okay, that we use for convention. So in this case, what is the direction of angular velocity or angular displacement? It is nothing but into the plane. It is into the plane. Curl your right hand fingers along the sense. Thumb is what? Into the plane. Downward. So kya ho gaya? Into the plane. If a particle is moving in a circle like this, okay, a circular motion hai. And if I draw the axis in this way, guys, do you understand the, or can you imagine the condition here? Can you imagine the circular path here, guys? Can you imagine the circular path here, guys? Tell me. Clear hai? Acha, if I ask you which one of them is the outer, like which one of them is outward part, this one or this one, this part one or the two, which face or which part is facing towards you, which face is the front part, which face is the rear part, one or two? Tell me, guys, which part of this circle is front part? First answer this. Which part of this circle is front part? It's the first one. See, when axis is given to you in this way, when axis is drawn to you in this way, that means you can see the axis but not this part. That means this is what? Real face. So this is, if you are being given a diagram like this, that means this is the front part, and this part is what? The rear part. Don't get confused, guys. Please remember this. All right. So this is you can say a representation of a circular path or circular plane, which is in vertical plane in a horizontal, in this kind of plane. Okay. So actually the particle is revolving in this plane, vertical plane like this, but you're trying to represent it in what? A different plane. So this is called as isometric view. Thoda alag se dikhega aapko. ठीक है? So if you are drawing this circle in this way, so this will be the front part, this will be the rear part. Now, if the particle is rotating in this fashion, if the particle is moving in this fashion, now tell me what is the direction of omega? Tell me guys, what is the direction of omega? It's towards right or left? किधर है बताओ जल्दी से. नॉर्थ. व्हाट इज नॉर्थ? यश, नॉर्थ तो मैंने स्पेसिफाई ही नहीं किया. फ्रंट पार्ट का मीनिंग क्या है? फ्रंट पार्ट इज नॉट द डायरेक्शन ना. So curl your right hand fingers along the direction of motion. How the motion is going on guys? So from the front part, if you are seeing a circle like this, ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ circle है. This is the circle part. All right. So from the front part, if you're looking at the front part, you look the particle looks like the particle is going up. From the rear part, particle is coming down. So if you consider the rotation here, so how the rotation will occur guys? So from the front face, it will go like this. ठीक है? So curl your right hand fingers along the direction of motion. Curl your right hand fingers along the direction of motion. So curl किया. So from the front part, the particle will be going up. From the rear part, the particle will be going down. So ऐसा कुछ. So in which direction the thumb is pointing out? Towards left. Isn't it guys? So you should be curling your right hand fingers in this way. So in which direction the thumb will point out? So thumb will be pointing out in this direction. ठीक है? So this is nothing but the direction of omega. Alright guys? Yes, yes बच्चा, कैसे कर्ल करोगे? उसका मीनिंग वैसा ही है ना. How will you curl it along the motion? Targata, you can only curl your right hand fingers along the motion having the face or your hand should be perpendicular to the face of the circle. How will you otherwise curl your finger? There is no any other method, right? Gaurav, why do you say into the plane, bacha? क्यों? सोचो ना. अच्छा guys, what is one unique thing about this? What is common every time? What is common every time? Can I say whenever you are going to find the direction of angular velocity or angular displacement, every time the direction will be along the axis of rotation only. Curl karo na. Every time the thumb will give you direction along the axis, either towards right or towards left. Because here the direction of motion is possible only in two ways. Either it can go in this fashion or it can come in this fashion. If particle is going in this fashion, then the direction of angular velocity will be towards right. If the particle is moving in this fashion, the direction of angular velocity will be towards right. So either towards right, either towards left. Same way here also. Particle can move either in clockwise fashion or in anti-clockwise fashion. If particle is moving in clockwise fashion, the angular velocity will be into the plane. If particle is going into anti-clockwise fashion, here into the plane. If particle is going into anti-clockwise fashion, the angular velocity will be out of the plane. So either out of the plane, either into the plane, and that will be along the axis of rotation only. So you have to always remember, I have written it here. Curl your right hand fingers along the direction of motion. Thumb will give you the direction of angular displacement and angular velocity along the axis of rotation. Along the axis of rotation. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? So this is how you need to find the direction of angular displacement and angular velocity. Guys, let me know if you have any doubt in this one. While finding the direction of angular velocity. Guys, click yes if you have understood this, or otherwise let me know if you have any doubt in this one. Guys, I'm waiting for your responses. Please let me know if you have any doubt, or otherwise click yes. Clear है? ठीक है. All right. So now let us move on to. अच्छा, do you want to solve some numerical, guys? Guys, do you want to solve some numerical examples, or you want me to first finish the theoretical part of angular acceleration? क्या करना चाहते हो? जल्दी बताओ. Examples, ठीक है? तो example करते हैं. Numericals, example, ठीक है. चलो. So consider this is a circular path in which a particle is moving or rotating. All right. And this is the origin. And question is, particle starts from A. This is point A. Particle starts from point A. ये condition है, particle starts from point A. In time 3 सेकेंड, ठीक है, और इन 3 सेकेंड डायरेक्टली लिखता हूं, इन 3 seconds particle reaches point B. Question is find average angular velocity. ठीक है. Second question, find average linear velocity. Come on guys, tell me the answer. If this is 1 meter, the radius is also 1 meter. Come on guys, give me the answer for these two questions. Particle starts from A in 3 seconds. Particle reaches point B. Sorry, particle starts from A in 3 seconds. मैंने थोड़ा सा goof off किया है. Let me write it properly. In 3 seconds, particle reaches point B. Find the average angular velocity and average linear velocity. Krishna has given the answer for first one. Two by three, all right. ठीक है, correct है कीर्तन, very good. This is extremely easy, guys. You can आराम से get the correct answer. Tanish, I think you are incorrect. Yeah, so all of you, rest all of you have given the correct answer. All of you, but Tanish, I think you have committed some mistake here, बच्चा. राहुल, प्रतीक, विश्वा, तारक दत्ता, कृष्णा, कीर्तन, झांसी, विनीत, सबने करेक्ट आंसर किया है. Guys, please answer it. बताते हैं बच्चा, don't worry. Tarak, you already know that. D theta, what is the, Tarak Dutta is asking, sir, what is the unit of angular velocity? Is it radian per second? What do you guess? What do you think? D theta by dt. What is the SI unit of D theta? It's radian. What is the SI unit of time? Second. So what is the unit of angular velocity? It is radian per second. You're correct. Completely, absolutely correct, Tarak Dutta. Yes, angle has no dimension. That we have already studied during dimensions. Do you remember that part, guys? Try to recall the class of units and dimension, where we have studied what is the unit of angle, what is the unit and dimension of angle, what is unit of angular velocity, what is dimension of angular velocity. We have done those things. So most of you have given the correct answer. Dekho. So what is the angular velocity? Average angular velocity. So we need to find what is the angular displacement. What is the angular displacement, guys? Tell me. So angular displacement is nothing but delta theta is nothing but pi. So initially particle was here. So from here till this point. So angular displacement is nothing but pi. What is the time taken, bachcha log? So time taken is nothing but 3 seconds. All right. So I'll say average angular velocity is nothing but pi by 3 radian per second. All right. Achha. What about linear velocity? Average linear velocity. Tell me, guys, what will be the answer? So what is delta R here? So particle was initially here. Now particle has come to here. What is the displacement here? The shortest distance. The magnitude of displacement is nothing but this shortest distance between the initial and final point. What is the shortest distance, guys? It is 2. So I'll say delta R divided by delta 2, and delta R is nothing but 2 divided by 3. So it is nothing but 2 by 3 meter per second. Now guys, click yes if you have understood this. This was extremely easy question, right? You should not be committing any mistake here. Clear hai sabko? Achha, bahut badhiya. Now let me ask you a very simple but general question. If this is, kuch bhi rakho, 0 rakho, theek hai? This is a reference line. The particle is present at this point P here. This is theta. All right. At T. Radius is R. Question is find first position vector. If this is x-axis, this is y-axis. First is find position vector. Second question is find velocity vector. Find out. पहले ये दोनों आंसर निकालो. Find position vector and find velocity vector. See, when I'm writing position vector only, which position I'm talking about? Linear or angular? Tell me, guys. This is important. If I'm asking you to find position vector, which position I'm asking you? Whether I'm asking you linear position or the angular position. If nothing is mentioned, only position, velocity or something is given to you like this, that means we are talking about linear only. Okay? If I'll ask you the angular, I'll specify it. If I don't specify it, consider linear only. Okay? So if I'm writing what is the position vector, that means I'm asking you what is the linear position vector of the particle at time t. Tell me, guys, what is the answer? Extremely easy. Vector concept. And this is the point O. So with respect to O, you have to find the position and velocity. So with respect to O, you need to find what is the position vector and what is the velocity vector of the particle at time t. Come on, guys, please give me the answer. This is extremely important, guys. This is extremely important. We are going to deduce a relation. We are going to conclude something out of this. Okay, Kirtan has given the answer for position vector and that is completely correct. Jhansi has given the answer. Meghna has given the answer. Very good, bacha. Well done. Keep it up. Come on, guys, give the answer. Kirtan, no, bacha. Velocity वैसे नहीं लिखते हैं. P by T के. What is P? You need to find the velocity vector. Let me give you one more thing. Let me give you the angular velocities given to you as omega. Now, Kush, get the answer. Come on, guys, please give the answer. So only 4 of you have given the answer for position vector. What about others? Okay, Vishwa is new one. Vishwa has also given the answer. Very good. Come on, guys, this is extremely easy. This is based on vectors. Okay? If you have recalled vectors, you can answer it. Otherwise, you'll struggle here. And if you're not answering this, that means I'll understand. I'll assume that you have not revised the vectors concept and you are not actually studying physics at all. This is what I can conclude. Nothing more, nothing less. Come on, guys, please answer this. What is the position vector with respect to O if I'm asking you at time t? Abhishek, please answer. Abhishek, Aman and Akshay, please answer. What is the position vector? How do you, first of all, tell me how do you find vector? Abhishek, Akshay and Aman, I'm waiting for your responses. Otherwise, I'll not proceed. Abhishek, Akshay and Aman, tell me how do you write vector quantity? Tell me. What are the parameters you require to write the vector quantity? Guys, this is extremely sad. This is extremely disappointing that if you don't answer me how to write a vector quantity, how to write a vector. Yes, Jhansi. I know, Jhansi, कुछ तुमने गड़बड़ किया है. Jhansi, I think you have committed some mistake in the sign of this. While finding the velocity, you have committed some mistake in the sign. Same thing has done, same mistake you have also done, Meghna. Abhishek, Akshay and Aman, please respond to me. Tell me, how do you write a vector quantity? Abhishek is saying in terms of I cap J cap. Why do you want to write in terms of I cap J cap? Akshay, Aman, please answer. Akshay and Aman, please answer. Very good, Anil. Akshay and Aman, please answer. How do you write a vector quantity? What are the special thing about vector? No, Akshay, not like that. Guys, I don't know how to proceed now, how to teach you. Like, this is extremely problematic. This is extremely disheartening. That few of you don't know what is vector, what are the things you require to write a vector. It's completely sad. I know if I ask this question to like all of you, 70% of you will fail. Because you guys are not serious about your studies. I was wrong about this batch. I'm sorry to say this, but I was wrong about this batch. You have taken admission early, you were sincere enough, you were like serious enough, but now I think you guys don't care whether you are studying it or not. I think you have some bad perception about thing. Kuch to hai aapka backup, but guys, if you're having any kind of perception that this will change, that will change, you are no one but you will be affected. You will be in loss anyway. So it's okay. I'll teach that. So how do you write a vector, guys? You need magnitude and you need direction. Okay? You need magnitude and you need direction. So what is the magnitude of position? So those who are thinking that I will not answer this because I am smart enough to answer aeronautical science engineer or an aeronautical engineering question, congratulations. Keep it like kudos to you. Enjoy, Madi. So if I'm asking you to write a vector quantity, you need a magnitude and you need direction, right? So what is the magnitude of this position vector? I will write vector as, this is the, you can say this is the simplest way to write a vector. Vector is nothing but magnitude into direction, right? This is how we have studied. Correct hai? Acha. I am talking about position vector of point P with respect to O. Okay. So I am asking you, which vector I am asking you? I am asking you OP vector. This is the position vector, right? So I am asking you, what is the OP vector? Abhi, if you don't understand this, I'm extremely sorry. I couldn't let you understand it. I can't help but chalo. Because this is not up to me. This is not up to me. We have already studied these things a lot of times, so many times. And this is not a thing which have been taught to you 10 years ago. ठीक है, 1 महीना 2 महीने पहले we have already studied these things. So OP vector has been asked to us because position of P with respect to O is nothing but OP vector. So how can I write OP vector? So OP is nothing but vector here. So the magnitude of OP, what is the magnitude of OP? So I can say the length OP. What is the magnitude of OP? So length OP. What is the direction of OP? So OP cap. That means the unit vector of OP, isn't it, guys? Okay. So OP can be written as, what is the length OP? What is the length of OP, guys? Tell me, what is the length of OP? Guys, please don't act as a kind of dumb who doesn't know how to speak. Please behave properly. Please answer me. What is the magnitude of OP? It's simple, capital R. Now, how do you write unit vector? How do you write unit vector in Cartesian components, in Cartesian components? If you are having, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and there is a direction like this, which is making an angle theta with x and y. Tell me, what is the unit vector of this vector? How do you write unit vector of this? So we know that unit vector is nothing but having a magnitude 1. Correct, Hannah? So I can say in terms of x and y, I can say this is 1. So x component of this will be 1 cos theta. Y component of this will be 1 sin theta. So I can write unit vector of this can be written as cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. So if a vector is making an angle theta with x axis, unit vector can be written as cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. Guys, please answer me honestly. Didn't we study this? Guys, please answer me honestly. Didn't we study this? That if a vector is making an angle theta with x-axis, unit vector will be cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. Guys, please answer me. Didn't we study this part? Now here also only 4 of you have the guts to answer, to respond. Guys, I'm extremely sorry, but I'm not very happy with you guys. Please respond to me. We have already studied this, right? So why don't you answer me right now when I'm asking you these questions? Why can't you answer me right now? Because you guys are not revising the concepts properly. You are not revising these things. So if you know this, and if you know this unit vector as cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap, now it's the same method, OP vector. So this is a vector which is making an angle theta with x-axis. So what is the unit vector of this? How can you write the unit vector of OP? So I can write unit vector of OP as cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. So what is the position vector? So position vector can be written as R vector, and here R vector is OP vector, and OP vector is nothing but R cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. So this is the answer. Guys, clear hai sabko? Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Yes, yes, I can see your message. What happened? Yes, Tapade, what happened, bacha? All right. Now let us find out what is the velocity vector. So tell me guys, what is velocity? Second question. What is velocity? Velocity is nothing but represented by v vector. And what is v vector? It is dr by dt, rate of change of position, dr by dt. So what is the r value? So d by dt of position. Position is what, bacha log? R cos theta I cap plus R sin theta j cap. R cos theta I cap plus R sin theta j cap. Neil Chandan, please check your internet, bacha. Now we need to differentiate this. So I have to differentiate this relation. So I can do this separately. D by dt of R cos theta I cap plus D by dt of R sin theta j cap. All right. Tell me guys, how will you differentiate this? Can I say R is constant? I can take it out. And then I need to differentiate D by dt of cos theta I cap. I cap to direction, you can't differentiate that. Plus, I can again take R as out. Then I need to differentiate D by dt of sin theta into j cap. All right, guys. Acha. Tell me, bacha log, what is differentiation of cos theta? What is differentiation of cos theta? Vishwa is saying sin theta. Tell me, guys, what is differentiation of cos theta? Sin theta. But guys, you are wrong. If I am asking you differentiation of cos theta with respect to theta, then it is minus sin theta. Guys, do you remember this? D by d theta of cos theta is equal to minus sin theta. Or you must have studied d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. But what if this is something else? It's not x here. अगर यहाँ पे x नहीं है तो क्या करते हैं? We use chain rule of differentiation. What do we use? We use chain rule of differentiation. What will I do, बच्चा लोग? So I'll write this r into differentiation of cos is nothing but sine. So I'll write minus sine theta into, now I'll differentiate theta with respect to t, because at the place of theta here, it should be t here. If I write d by dt of cos t, the answer would have been minus sine t. But here it is theta, here it is t. So what I have to do? I have to differentiate cos. So differentiation of cos is minus sine. And then I have to differentiate this theta with respect to t. So answer will be into d theta by dt. And this is what I cap plus R can be taken out. Tell me guys, what is differentiation of sine theta? It is cos theta. So R cos theta. Now it is theta at the place of t. So I have to write d theta by dt into j cap. All right, guys. Chaliye. Now simplify this. Tell me guys, what is the value of d theta by dt? What is d theta by dt? Tell me guys, what is d theta by dt? It is omega. Rate of change of angular position, it is nothing but omega. So I can write this as minus omega r sine theta I cap plus omega r cos theta j cap. Can I take omega r as constant? Can I take omega r as constant? So if I take omega r as common, I will get this as minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. So this is the velocity. Now guys, this is the start of circular motion. This is actual the start of circular motion. Now guys, tell me, what is the magnitude of linear velocity? Tell me guys, what is the magnitude of linear velocity? Tell me guys, what is the magnitude of linear velocity? Acha, before answering that, tell me what is magnitude of this? What is magnitude of this part? Yes, Karthik, but before answering that, let me know what is the magnitude of this vector quantity? Are you sure, guys? Are you sure, guys? Magnitude of this quantity is 1. Pakka, right? कैसा मिलेगा बच्चा? So minus sine theta square plus cos theta square का square root. Isn't it? X component square plus y component square का square root is the magnitude of this. Minus sine theta square is nothing but sine square theta. Cos theta square is nothing but cos square theta. And sine square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but unity, that is 1. So can I write, sir, eventually we have written as this is the direction or the unit vector, because this is a vector having magnitude as 1. This is a vector having magnitude as 1. So can I say this is the unit vector of velocity? Guys, tell me, can I write this is nothing but the unit vector of velocity? Guys, click yes if you have understood this and agree with me. Guys, can I write this statement, this box form as the unit vector of velocity? Do you have any doubt in this one? So can I say that this ratio or this term will give us the direction of velocity? However, this will tell us the magnitude of velocity. So I can write this v vector as v into v cap. V into v cap, where v is equal to r omega or omega r, and v cap is equal to minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. All right, guys. So sometimes you will be asked, what is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity? Tell me, what will be the answer, guys? What is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity? What is the answer? V is equal to r omega. I'll let you know what is the relation between v and omega in terms of vector. वो भी बताऊंगा, don't worry. I'll tell you that comprehensive formula also. But this is very, very easy. Acha, I got an unit vector for velocity. What is this direction, guys? How will you find out? Are you getting my point? Are you getting my question? I have got direction of velocity as sine theta I cap minus sine theta I cap and cos theta j cap. Which direction it is in this circular motion? कौन सा direction है? Is it radial, downward, टेंजेंशियल, नॉर्मल क्या है, विच डायरेक्शन वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट दैट, कौन सा वो डायरेक्शन है. So to understand which direction that unit vector represents, I am asking you one very simple question, guys. Again, we are going to revise the vector concept, guys. So if you have not revised this, please use this particular question for the revision of vectors or for the revision of unit vectors. Or if you have revised this already, please give me the answer. So I am considering one radial vector. All right, I am considering one radial vector. And then I am considering one tangential line. Okay, one direction which is tangential. So these are the two directions I am considering. I am asking you to find the unit vector of this direction. Okay, and then I'm asking you, and we know this direction already, right? We know this direction already. So tell me, if I denote this as t cap, what is the meaning of t cap? Unit vector along the tangent. Unit vector along the tangent. This is r cap. Unit vector along the radius. Tell me what is r cap. Just now we have figured out. Guys, we are going to take the help of this analysis when I'll be teaching you acceleration also. So please be careful while solving this. Tell me what is r cap here. It is nothing but, if radius is capital R, then it is nothing but r into cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. Now my question to you is, find what is t cap. Find what is the t cap. How can you represent t cap in its Cartesian components? Tell me, guys, tell me the answer. It's very simple. How do you write an unit vector? How do you write a unit vector? Tell me, guys. Yes, you can do that, Kirtan. Very good. Keep it up. बहुत मजा आया सुन के. But थोड़ा उसमें मुश्किल आएगा, right? मुश्किल in some cases will be there. But in this condition, what will be the t cap? Kirtan is saying, sir, we can use r dot t as 0. You can do that. And then you can say, sir, minus sin theta plus cos theta j cap. Or you can say that plus sin theta I cap minus cos theta j cap also. In both the ways, you'll get the same answer, because there are two tangents possible. One of them is this one, other one is this one. So Kirtan, if you're using r dot t, and if you're going to find t, you'll get two directions. One of them is this one of them is this one. Because these are the two directions which are already perpendicular to r cap. I'm specifically asking you what is this direction. I'm not specifically asking you this one. So give me an answer for this direction. How will you get the value of unit vector? How do you write unit vector? Or what are the parameters you require to find unit vector? The only one thing. You need only one thing. What is the angle made by the vector with x-axis? What is the angle made by the vector with x-axis? If you know that value, put the value of theta in cos theta I cap plus sin theta j cap. You'll get the answer. Tell me, guys, what is the angle made by the tangent with x-axis? Angle made by the tangent with positive x-axis. Tell me, guys, what is the answer? It's simple geometry, bachcha log. I am expecting a correct answer for this one. Tell me, what is the angle made by the tangent with positive x-axis? (90 minus theta). Are you sure, Revati? I am asking you, what is the angle made by the tangent with positive x-axis here? Can I say I am asking you this angle, guys? However, using a corollary, I can easily answer this, but still, I am asking you to find this angle. If this is theta, tell me what is this angle? This is 90 degree. Guys, stop me if you have any doubt in the geometry part, because this is very tough, guys, and I'm solving this with so much of care and concern. Guys, please stop me if you have any doubt in this one. So if this is 90, this is theta, Tell me what will be this angle. 45. Anil, Rodi salute. My hands are shaking, but still I want to give you Rodi salute. How do you get 45? From which planet have you come, बच्चा? कहां से आए हो? कौन हो तुम? How do you even think about giving that 45-degree answer? How? कैसे? If this is theta, this is 90, how do you suggest this will be 45 degrees? I don't know which kind of kharab sa bhang you have consumed. I don't know. If this is 90, this is theta, how can you say this is 45 degree, guys? Guys, if you want to kill me, just point a toy gun in front of me. I'll die. Ray. Why do you want to kill me giving me these answers? I know, guys, few of you must be getting frustrated, sir. What are you doing, sir? But what should I say if I'm getting such answers? So this is 45 degree. It's completely bhang wala, sir. So this is nothing but pi by 2 minus theta. Because summation of all these three angles must be 180 degrees. Summation of all these three angles must be 180 degrees because this is nothing but a triangle. So theta plus 90 minus theta will be nothing but 180. All right. Okay. If this is pi by 2 minus theta, what should be this angle? I can say that summation of these two angles must be 180 again because angle at a straight line, right? So if this is pi by 2 minus theta, it has to be pi by 2 plus theta. So when you are going to add these two, theta and theta will get cancelled and pi by 2 plus pi by 2 will become pi and hence it will have an angle of 180 degree at this point. All right. Chaliye. So angle made by the tangent with positive x-axis is pi by 2 plus theta. So I can write that unit vector along this tangent can be written as cos of pi by 2 plus theta I cap plus sine of pi by 2 plus theta j cap. Tell me what is cos pi by 2 plus theta? Tell me, guys, what is the answer for cos pi by 2 plus theta? It is nothing but minus sine theta. So minus sine theta I cap. Plus, what is sine theta? Sine pi by 2 plus theta. So sine pi by 2 plus. So first of all, you convert this into cos theta. And then see in which quadrant this angle will lie. Pi by 2 plus theta will lie in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine theta is positive. So I am writing a positive sign here. So cos theta j cap. So this is the unit vector along the tangent. Now guys, click yes if you have understood to find the unit vector along the tangent. Guys, I am teaching you circular motion, but I have spent more than 45 minutes just to teach you the vector concept. And this is going to happen in all the classes if you are not coming with the revision. And believe me, guys, you will be getting affected. None, but you will be getting affected. Because I could have taught you some extra points here, but I was stuck with teaching you how to find the angle between two lines and all those things. Okay? So it's up to you. You have to choose what do you want to learn from me, because we have some time constraint also. I can't be teaching you for your life, right? We have only 1 year, 2 years, and let's say 1.5 years only. So it's up to you. What are the things that you want me to teach? So guys, if you want me to teach a lot of things, if you want me to teach some extra points also, which is not there in book, which is not there in all the materials, in all the coaching materials, you have to support me. You have to cooperate me. And believe me, guys, I can teach you something extra, which will be extremely useful for your numerical. I have not given my 100%. This is not me. This is not how I teach. Okay? And this is not the thing that I can only teach. I can teach a lot of more things in this chapter, which you can find in almost none of the book. You take any of the book or take any of the coaching material, तुम्हें नहीं मिलेगा. But you have to give me that support. You have to cooperate with me. If you are making me stuck in these kind of things, in these kind of simple thing, I'll never be able to give you those extra points. I'll never be able to give you those short tricks. I'll never be able to give you the methods how to solve a question in a very analytical way, in a very logical way. All right, guys. Chalo, koi issue nahi. Chalo. So now we have got the tangential direction as minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. Which tangential direction? This tangential direction. That means if the particle is rotating in this direction, look at this position, guys. Look at this diagram here. The particle is moving in this direction. ठीक है. When the particle is moving in this direction, when the particle is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, what is the direction of velocity that I have got? Minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap. What is minus sine theta I cap plus cos theta j cap? That is nothing but the tangential direction. So can I say it, guys, that the linear velocity of the particle in a circular motion will be along the tangent? Guys, if I would have wanted, I would have given this particular information directly, that the direction of velocity in circular motion will be tangential. But here I have proved in front of you that the direction of linear velocity in circular motion will be a tangential one. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Hence, you can write V vector is equal to omega into R into T cap. Omega into R into T cap. What is T cap, bacha log? What is T cap? This is nothing but unit vector along the tangent. Along the tangent. In which sense, guys? There are two tangents possible. There are two directions of tangent possible, because this is full tangent. I can say you are talking about this direction or this direction. So I'll say along the tangent in the sense of rotation. Sense of rotation is anti-clockwise. So along this sense, what is the tangent? So this tangent. If rotation is going to occur in this way, I would have got T cap in this direction. So I have to mention that part. Unit vector along the tangent in the sense of rotation. In the sense of rotation. All right, guys. Let me take an example for you. If this is a path in which a particle is flowing. So at this, not particle is flowing, particle is moving. So at this point, if I ask you, what is the linear velocity? Tell me, guys, how will you draw the linear velocity? So this is the angular velocity given to you. Draw a tangent. So I have drawn a tangent here. All right. So which direction? Upward or downward? Tell me, guys. Which direction will be linear velocity? Upward or downward? It will be upward, because this is the tangent. Along the sense of rotation means upward. So this is the direction of velocity. If I ask you, find the direction of velocity at this point, draw a tangent. Draw a tangent. In which sense we need to consider? Along the sense of rotation. Rotation is going like this. So along a tangent in the sense of rotation, this is the direction of velocity. If I ask you, what is the direction of velocity at this point? So draw a tangent at this point and denote a direction along the sense of rotation. This is the direction of velocity. All right, guys. If you have the same condition here, if you have the same circular motion here, and if I reverse the direction of circular motion like this, this is the omega. And if I ask you, find the velocity vector at this point, how will you get it? So draw a tangent here. But in which direction we need to denote the velocity, guys? So upward or downward? Tell me, guys, upward or downward? It should be downward, because along the sense of rotation, it will be downward. This is velocity v cap. This is the velocity v direction. All right. If I again consider one more point here, let's say this one, downward point here. So if I draw a tangent here, the direction of velocity will be in this direction. If I draw a tangent here, so this will be the direction of velocity. Guys, click yes if you have understood the magnitude and direction of linear velocity in case of circular motion. Guys, click yes if you have understood the magnitude and direction of linear velocity in circular motion. Guys, please ask me doubt if you have any in this topic. Please feel free to ask the doubts if you have any doubt, if you have any query in this topic. Otherwise, please click yes if you have understood this. Clear है सबको? चलिए. So guys, I think time हो गया है. Let us end our class here only. let us meet tomorrow, and tomorrow we are going to study we are going to study about this linear velocity more, then we'll study about angular velocity. ठीक है, yes कीर्तन, और भी आगे चीजें हैं. Then we'll study the linear acceleration in circular motion. That is extremely important. That what will be the net acceleration of a particle undergoing circular motion. ठीक है, those things we are going to study tomorrow. All right guys, so thank you guys, thank you for being attentive, and thank you for attending the class. Stay safe guys, stay healthy, happy learning, enjoy Mari. Guys, please come with the revision of vectors. Please come with the revision of vector. Please come with the revision of vectors. If you're not revising vector concept, you will struggle a lot in mechanics. So I request all of you to come with the revision of vector quantity. ठीक है? Bye bye guys. Take care.